Hi friends, good evening. How are you doing all? Must be taking good care of yourself and your family, I'm sure. In these difficult times, you must be keeping fit and happy. I chosen a subject today that is courage. Courage, what we call in Hindi sahas, or we call parakram, himmat, dileri. You see, this courage is thing which is a quality of facing adversities. That means that it is a choice of an individual or willingness to face any adversities. Under the difficulties, under the agony or pain, if you face, then it is called you have a courage. I'll give you some stories which I have come across. You see, in my company, there was a executive. So whenever there was a review, weekly review, he will always say, "Sir, in front of CEO, I get shivering, and I felt very nervous that I cannot stand." Then I always used to ask him, "What exactly is wrong with you? Why you feel nervous? Why you should feel frightened in front of CEO?" But you can't help it. He was designed like that. He doesn't have that capability to face the adversity. So then I used to tell him that so long as you have done your work 100%, you are prepared well, you are ready to answer the queries, then where is the reason to get frightened? And why somebody should scold you or somebody should intimidate you if you are ready, if you have done your job perfectly? And despite all this thing, you still feel that somebody is being illogical or irrational, then you confront him, you resist him. Let me tell you, any logical guy will understand, and he will not unnecessarily harass you or intimidate you. If you are ready, you have done your work 100%, then there is no question of feeling fearful. So it's only the courage to face such situations. Another incident I tell you that is of my time, which involved me. That was way back somewhere in 1977. I was a very young boy of say 15-16 years, and I was probably in the 10th class. This was the time when we were basically the farmers, and our land was cultivated by somebody else called Chaudhary on the partnership. So this gentleman, when there was a need for irrigation to the wheat crop, this gentleman, what he will do, and you know that in villages the electricity is always a problem. So in those times the electricity only used to come in the night, and that was the night turn, 15 days in the night, 15 days in the day, and this was this was the time when the electricity turn was on the night, and that used to come around 12 o'clock in the night. Now this gentleman, Chaudhary Sahab, who was supposed to irrigate the wheat crop, he always had an excuse. "Sir, मैं आता हूँ ट्यूबवेल चलाने के लिए, तब तक कोई और लेके चला जाता है, and that is why I cannot irrigate." And the crop was drying. So, and I, being a young boy, one day I decided this guy is telling lies. Then I went that day, next day, I went 12 o'clock in the night, and I switched on the tubewell. I took that Havda with me and saw that this gentleman will come. Despite his promise, he never came. So I realized that this guy is totally a liar. Since this guy was used to stay in another village which was nearby, around 2 kilometers from our village, and it was a dark, you can imagine 12 o'clock in the village where there is no lighting or anything. So I had two options. One was this option that I should come back home and go to sleep. Another option was that I should catch this guy red-handed and show him that you are not coming, you are telling all those days lies, that when I come here, somebody else take the water to his field, and you don't get it. But I wanted to show that you are not coming at all. You are not visiting the tea well at all. So this thought was in my mind, and I took a decision that I will go, let whatever be. Though it was at that age, I still wonder that how did I manage to go, because it is dark, around 2 kilometers away, and I have to cross through the fields where the lot of crops are there, wheat crops are there, other crops are there. But I took a decision and I went ahead. I said, let me see whatever comes on the way. Nothing came, and I reached that village. Some barking dogs came. I even prepared that let the dogs come to me. I'll chase them away. And finally I reached that guy, that Chaudhary Sahib's house, and he was sleeping to his glory. So when I woke him up, he was totally taken away. He was surprised that how is such a young boy come to another village to wake him up. And then I asked the gentleman that you were telling that you are visiting every day, but now you are sleeping. Then he doesn't have any word. So then I asked him, immediately he got up, took that fabra जिससे पानी लगाते हैं गाँव में, and लेके then he came along with me, and finally he started irrigating the thing, and it was done that day. So what I'm saying is that I had a choice that time. Either I should come back or I should face the adversity. But I decided to face the adversity, and that is the courage. The courage is not only in the battlefield where you have to go and fight the enemy or the terrorists. Courage is day-to-day life. Every day there is a courage. Every day you feel the adversity, you should stand up to the truth. You should stand up to the righteousness. So that is the courage. And if you come back and you face little obstacle and then you come back, then it is a cowardice. It means you don't have a courage at all. So in the life, unless you face these situations and you negotiate those situations, you take them upfront, you will find that you will be taken for granted. You will always suffer. You will always have a lack of confidence, and that will only harm you. That will only harm you. So gentlemen, whenever in such a situation, if you are right, if you are on the right path, face such situation, oppose them, and you should always do the correct thing. Then the courage, this is small things if you do, this increases your courage muscles, and the courage increases. Courage day by day increases. If you, small things, if you solve it and face it and take actions, and courage, the only way to build up the courage muscles slowly is to take the massive action. Whenever you face such a situation, take the massive action, and I am sure you will develop that courage strength courage muscles, and thereafter you will be more courageous, and it will be very helpful. Another incident I tell you of my experience only, that was again maybe sometime in 1989 or so, 1989, and this was somewhere in desert of Rajasthan near Suratgarh. I was that time commanding one detachment, and there was a communication chain, and so one place there was a communication node was established. Communication in node is nothing but it's a number of communication equipment, radio transmitters and all, with the vehicle and everything, and 8 to 10 people are always there. Since I was responsible for a long chain starting from somewhere in the Punjab to the Rajasthan, so that chain was of around 100 kilometers, and there were at least 10 to 15 detachments, and I was responsible for that. So one of the detachment, I just happened to visit that. I went there because that was my duty to supervise all the detachments, so that there is everything is going fine, people are okay, vehicles are okay, communication is well. And so when I reached that detachment where some incident took place, you will be surprised, the moment I reached, there was another vehicle standing which was offloading the this fuel fuel was including the diesel, petrol, and basically the kerosene, which is normally required for running the generators or other things in the defense. So the moment I reached there, I saw that this fuel is being unloaded, and I was maybe around 15 meter away, because I was in a jeep and I was watching them unloading the fuel. In the meantime, what happens, one of the jawan, he was carrying the lantern, you know the lantern गाँव में kerosene से जलती है बत्ती वगैरह लगा के, क्योंकि because there you don't have a light, desert में you don't have a light, the exercise is always done in a where no resources are there, you are self-contained. So since it was dark, little dark, that guy brought that lantern to show to that vehicle where the fuel was being unloaded. Now, since it was a very warm, because Rajasthan, you know, in the summer it is very warm, and since the fuel was being unloaded, so the fumes were there, which nobody could make out. And this guy, as soon as he reached next to the vehicle, the fumes which were there in the environment, it caught fire. Because lantern is what? One glass is there, inside there is a batti which is burning, and these fumes caught fire. Suddenly the entire vehicle on fire. And I am watching that standing at a 15 meter away. So all the people who were doing this were 4 or 5 people unloading they all ran away. They left everything and just ran away. Because it was very scary situation. The fire was, whole vehicle was on fire. Now, in the fraction of moment, the decision was that either I should also run away for my safety, or I should take some action. If I run away, then the bloody court martial was sure. But I have to, as an officer, set the example. I can't see the vehicle burning. I can't see my detachment burning. I can't see my equipment burning. And that is the bread and butter for the entire exercise. So, and there was no time to think. It is your gut feeling. It is your courage muscles which act. Nobody comes to check you there. You are the boss. You are the decision maker. So the fraction of moment, without any time to think, the only reaction from my body was I ran toward that vehicle which was burning. And what I did, because nothing else is there except that there is a sand only. The Rajasthan, what is there? It's only sand. And sand dunes are there. So I ran towards that and I shouted and called all the people who were around, they come and throw the sand. I started first, I was the one to start throwing the sand very close to the vehicle. And then when the Jawans saw that I am doing this, or I am throwing the sand, I am in front of them, I am leading them, then all the Jawans came back and they also started throwing the sand. And within, I think, another 30 to 45 seconds, we quelled that fire and it was extinguished. So the कहने का मतलब ये है कि at that moment, if you take that, there were two options. Either you also run away or you take action. And the massive action taken, because of that, the vehicle was saved, the fuel was saved, the detachment was saved. So such a situation where the alternate things are there, either this way or that way. The one side you go, you become a hero. Another side you go, you become a zero, or you become a villain. So, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you face such a adversity situation, take massive action. Be courageous. And if you do that, let me tell you, your courage muscles are built up, and any situation when it comes in life, you will face it very valiantly and without any problem. And let me tell you, you will have a tremendous amount of satisfaction of life, that you have risen to the occasion. And these are the occasions where you have to rise and you have to set the example for your community, for your team, for your people. And that is the only way you can set the examples, by doing the thing which is supposed to be done out of you, and which as a leader you are supposed to do it. So leadership is that you should show the people that how the things can be done, and the remaining will always follow you. If you take the action, others will always take it. So gentlemen, thank you for watching. This is Sarath, then there is a Ruby, there are many more of you, then Pankaj, Mukul, Yogesh, Dhruv, Sushil, Kavita. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, and wish you all the best. Take care. Bye.